my dudes? It's your girl Claire. Today I'm going to be doing a video on a subject matter that I feel extremely strongly about. This is not going to be a funny haha video. This is going to be a video of me yelling at you for the most part. You need to stop putting relationships on pedestals, and you need to start getting comfortable and okay with the thought of being alone forever. I'm sure you've heard me say this before because I actually made a TikTok about this, except this is not going to be just a minute long, okay? We're gonna do an extended version. The reason I wanted to make this video was because I previously made an advice video, and so many of the responses, while I did not address them in that video, were about being in a relationship with no specific person in mind. It was just, I want to be in a relationship, help. It got me thinking. So I took to Instagram and asked you guys, what's so great about being in a relationship and why do you want to be in a relationship so badly? Many of you had very similar answers surrounding needing love, attention, validation, support. Why do you have to be in a relationship to get that? You have friends, or you can make friends. You have family, or you can make your own family by building a community for yourself outside of romance. You can get these things without being in a relationship. And also, friendships last so much longer than relationships. You want something consistent? You get yourself a damn good friend. We really should be prioritizing our platonic relationships over our romantic ones.
What up, Editing Claire here. Two things. One, if I keep on looking down in the video, it's because I'm referring to my notes. And two, I want to add, a lot of you guys said you wanted to be in a relationship because of sex. And to that I say, shut the fuck up, dude. Stop acting hard. Why are you acting hard? You know damn well you can have sex without being in a fucking relationship. Also, I will say, why the fuck do you want to be in a relationship if you just want sex? There's so many complexities and responsibilities that come alongside being in a relationship with someone. If the sole reason for you to be in a relationship is to have sex, you are essentially setting yourself up for a very bad relationship. I also think a lot of people like to say, I want to be in a relationship for consistent sex because they don't want to sound like a fucking simp. I just want to let you know right now, I see through you, you bitch. I see right through you. Editing Claire again for the second time. This always happens after I film a video and I'm editing. I remember all the things that I should have said. I think there's this huge misconception that your emotional needs can only be met under the context of a romantic relationship, and that is not true. We know this is not true. I know this is not true. I literally have a best friend who provides me more emotional support than any person I've ever had a relationship with ever. Ever. So whenever people list off reasons for wanting a relationship and they say shit like, I'm reading a response now, the constant two-way street of validation and support, it takes me back because I'm like, do you not have friends that provide this for you? If you don't, you should get better friends, or you should make the effort to make friends. You don't need to be in a relationship to have these emotional needs met. Also, being in a relationship does not guarantee these emotional needs being met either. Not every relationship that I've ever been in gave me validation, confidence, attention. There have been relationships I've been in where I felt very alone. Also, another reason I saw scattered around in my responses was, I want somebody to make me their priority. And to that I say, that's a little weird. Why can't you make yourself your own priority? Yes, serious relationships, you should prioritize each other to a certain extent, but I don't think that should be the main reason for you wanting a relationship. Whenever people say, I want somebody to prioritize me, it makes me think that you want a dog, right? If you want somebody to prioritize you, get a dog. Your dog will love and cherish you, and you will be the center of your dog's world. Okay, back to me yelling at you.
Some of you were even self-aware enough to admit that the reason you wanted a relationship was because you wanted someone to love you the way that you could not love yourself. We over-romanticize and over-idealize being in a romantic partnership with someone to the point where we think that it can solve our problems. Wake up call! It can't. We see this kind of relationship in the movies where someone's down and out of their luck and They happen to meet this person who brings so much joy in their life, gives them all the love, attention that they ever need, and they finally learn how to love themselves. And while that is a beautiful narrative, and yes, it does happen from time to time, this idea that somebody can come in and save you is putting a lot of pressure on the other person. And this isn't to say, like, if you don't love yourself, how the hell is somebody else gonna love you? Because I don't believe in that shit either. This person cannot be fucking Atlas holding the fucking world up on his fucking shoulders for you, bitch. You should not expect somebody to swoop in and suddenly give you all the love, support, and validation that you need to build yourself up without you having to do any work. If that's your way of life, you're going to be waiting for a pretty long time, and while you're waiting, you're gonna be pretty fucking miserable, my dude. Finding love and validation within yourself, like full-heartedly within yourself, sets you up for long-term success. Instead of waiting for a fucking relationship, you really should be working on yourself. It's totally valid to say, I want to be in a relationship that is healthy, loving, and supportive. But for that to be like a goal that you have is just, get a different goal. I know friends who want to be in a relationship so badly, they treat dating like a job. Dating shouldn't be treated like a job. What if you're never in a relationship? Like, what if you're single forever? Then what? Wake the fuck up and smell the goddamn fucking coffee. We just, as a society, see being single as worse off than being in a relationship. Why would we say being single is worse off than being in a relationship when we're spending the majority of our time being single? Why is being single so shitty? I personally love being single. If anything, especially right now where I'm at in my point in life, prefer being single. I have so much freedom to do whatever the fuck I want. I don't have to answer to anybody. I can just live my life exactly how I want to live it without having to worry about somebody else. Let's say somebody were to waltz on into my life and sweep me off my feet. So be it, then I'll be in a relationship. But I, in my mind, do not think that being in a relationship is better than being single. It's just a different circumstance, a different stage in my life. I don't see it as an end goal. I don't see it as something that I should shoot for. I don't think it's an objective, and I also don't think it's something that I can control. We can't control who likes us. We can't control other people's actions or their emotions, right? So to think that we can just hop on into a relationship whenever we want is just weird. You have to like somebody to want to be in a relationship with someone, right? We see relationships as all green pastures and la vie en rose. I know you've seen that couple that's been together for 5 years and they just simply tolerate each other because they've grown so comfortable with each other. They simply are codependent and cannot see a life outside of that relationship. People vilify or look down on being single so much so that people would rather be unhappy in a relationship than just be single. When you are okay with being alone forever, you take no shit. You respect yourself enough to know when the fuck to get out of situations that are bad for you. Because you're like, look, I don't care about being alone. If I'm going to be with someone, I would want them to treat me right. And if you're not treating me right, fuck off. Be okay with being alone forever is to love yourself. It's to say that I am enough as I am. I am whole as I am. And if nobody comes along and sees how amazing and beautiful I am, that's fine. Because like, I'm fucking chilling. Like, I literally don't care. That is the mindset that you should have, because it makes life so much more enjoyable. It makes life so much better, so much brighter, so much more fulfilling, because you realize there's so many aspects outside of romance that like you have not even fucking explored yet. There's so much more to life than love. There's so much more to life than love. I'm not shitting on relationships, not at all. I'm just saying that we should stop putting so much stock in relationships, and we should stop placing our happiness in the validation of other people, especially within the context of being in a relationship. I've talked long enough. This is gonna be a lot to edit. Hopefully I can whittle this down to a sizable, reasonable amount of time. Okay, sorry, I had to change the battery on my camera. Anyways, Thanks for watching. If you made it all the way through, sorry if it was a bunch of jumbled ass mess. I have no idea how this video is going to turn out, but I hope you were able to get the gist of what I was saying, and I hope some, if not all, resonated with you. If not, then I don't know what else to say, bitch. Like, damn. If you vibe with this kind of video, let me know. Hit subscribe, click that bell icon to make sure you get updates. Like, comment, share, do whatever the fuck you want. If you hated this video, sucks to suck, but without further ado, I'm gonna peace the fuck out, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.